This story for you. Secret Service agents protecting President Biden's granddaughter fired shots after they saw three people trying to break into an unmarked Secret Service vehicle. That's a developing story, obviously. Kaylee McGhee White from the Washington Examiner is with us this morning. Kaylee, tell us how you feel about the situation of living in Washington, D.C. Is it deteriorating, getting really scary?
Absolutely. Motor vehicle thefts, like the one that Secret Service agents caught these perpetrators trying to do in front of Naomi Biden's house last night, those thefts are up by 98% in D.C. compared to last year, Stuart. Violent crime in D.C. is up by 40% compared to last year. So living in the district, it really does feel like you're waiting to become a statistic, in large part because the residents here, including myself, have no confidence in the city officials to adequately prosecute criminals and put them behind bars. There was a recent study that found that most of these perpetrators are released within a month's time and go on to commit the exact same crime months later. These are the same people committing the exact same crimes, and there are never any consequences.
Let me move on from the situation in D.C., because I've read your new op-ed about what's called the Biden administration's latest student loan heist. Can you explain that one for us, Kaylee?
Yeah, so this is about the latest loophole that the Biden administration is attempting to use in order to cancel student loan debt. Now, we remember the Supreme Court struck down Biden's efforts to forgive hundreds of billions of dollars in student loan debt unilaterally. But ever since then, he has been working to find any way that he can to do so, even if it means circumventing the intent of the Supreme Court's decision. This latest example is a fine that was awarded to Grand Canyon University for allegedly failing to inform its students of the true cost of their doctorate programs. Now, the facts in this case are not on the Biden administration's side. There was also a recent Wall Street Journal editorial that found that Grand Canyon University's programs are very upfront and explicit that there could be additional cost to tuition in order to complete the dissertation programs. But again, as the Biden administration made clear, the intent is to force Grand Canyon to give up those student loans debt, and so that the Biden administration can then go in and forgive those affected students' student loan debt.
Yeah, that's a heist, all right. Kaylee, thanks very much indeed. Good to see you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.